foul and fair a day I have not seen.
What are these? So wild in their attire. They look not like inhabitants of earth, yet are on't.
Speak if you can. What are you?
They met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the perfectest report. They have more in them than mortal knowledge.
All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glamis!
All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor!
All hail, Macbeth! Thou shalt be king hereafter.
My good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that sound so fair? My noble partner you greet with present grace and great prediction. If you can look into the seeds of time and say which grains will grow and which will not, speak then to me.
Hail!
Hail!
Hail! Lesser than Macbeth and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be not.
So
all hail Macbeth and Banquo. Banquo and Macbeth. All hail.
Say from whence you owe such strange intelligence, or why upon this blasted heath you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you.
When I burned in desire to question them further, they made themselves air, into which they vanished. This I have thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. Yet I do fear his nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe, top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse. Come to my woman's breasts, and take my milk for gall. Come, thick night, and pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold!
The weird sisters, hand in hand, posters of the sea and land, thus do go about, thrice to thine and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up 9. Peace, the charms wound up.
Great blonde, worthy condor, greater than both by the all hail hereafter.
My dearest love, the king comes here tonight.
And one goes hence.
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Oh, never shall sun that morrow see. Your face, my thing, is as a book where men may read strange matters. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that is coming must be provided for, and you shall leave this night's great business into my dispatch.
Now have we dared to trade and traffic with Macbeth in riddles and affairs of death. We, the mistresses of charms, close contrivers of all harms, are called upon to bear our part and show the glory of our art.
The king is here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and subject, strong both against the deed. Then as his host, who should against the murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Have he asked for me?
Know you not he has?
We shall proceed no further in this business. The king hath honored me late.
Art thou afeard to be the same in thy own act and valor as thou art in desire?
I dare do all that may become a man.
When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from its boneless gums and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we fail!
We fail. But screw your courage to the sticking place, and will not fail. The king is asleep. His 2 chamberlains with wine will I so convince that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a theme. When in swinish sleep their drenched natures lie as in a death, what cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded king?
Will it not be received when we have marked with blood the sleepy two of his own chamber with their very daggers that they have done it?
Who dares receive it other, as we shall make our grief and clamor roar upon his death?
Settled and bent up, each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away. Walk the time with fairest show. False face must hide what false heart doth know.
By the strength of our illusion, we'll draw him on to his confusion.
But Cleonce, 'tis strange. Oftentimes, to win us to our harm, the instruments of darkness tell us true. Win us with honest trifle, to betray us in deepest consequence. Take thee that. Take thee that, too. Merciful powers, restrain in me the cursed thoughts that nature gives way to in...
Who is there? Friend.
What, sir? Not yet at rest? The king's in bed. He hath been an unusual pleasure and sent great larges to your offices. All's well?
There's husbandry in heaven. Their candles are all out.
A heavy summons lies like lead upon me, and yet I would not sleep. I dreamt last night of the 3 weird sisters.
I think not of them.
Were such things here? Or have we eaten on the insane root that takes reason prisoner?
When we can entreat an hour to serve, we would spend it in some words upon this business. If you would grant the time.
At your kindest leisure.
We propose the while.
Thanks, sir. The lights to you.
Now o'er the 1/2 world, nature seems dead. Wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Is this a dagger which I see before me? Handle toward my head. Now, let me clutch thee. Have me not. See thee still. Mine eyes have made fools of the other senses. I see thee still. And on thy blade indulging gouts of blood as was not so before. It is this bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. now o'er the one-half world. Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps which way they walk, for fear that thy very stones prate of my whereabout. I see thee still, in form as palpable as that which now I draw. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, my king, for it is a knell which summons thee to heaven or to hell.
Black, I'm afraid they've awakened and 'tis not done. The attempt and not the deed confounds us.
Will all great Neptune's oceans wash this blood clean from my hand? No. This my hand, rather than multitudinous seas incarnadine, making the green one red.
Why did you bring the daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go.
I am afraid to think of what I have done. To look on again, I dare not.
Infirm of purpose, give me the daggers. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
Uncried, God bless us. And amen the other, as they did see me with these hangman's hands. Listening their fear, I could not say amen when they did say God bless us. Wherefore could I not pronounce amen?
My hands are of your color. I shame to wear a heart so white. Retire we to our chambers. A little water clears us of this deed.
To know my deed, 'twere best not to know myself.
Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Morrow, sir. Oh, is the king stirring, worthy thane?
Not yet.
He did command me call timely on him. I have almost slipped the hour.
Thanks has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down. Some say your loose beavers did shake.
It was a rough night.
Horror! 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 Tongue nor heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Most sacrilegious murder hath broke out the Lord's anointed temple and stolen thence the life of the building.
What is you say?
Mean you his majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight with a new Gorgon. Do not bid me speak! See, and then speak yourselves! Awake! Awake! Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason!
What's the business that calls forth the sleepers of this house? Speak. Speak.
Gentle lady, it is not for you to hear what I could speak. The repetition in a woman's ear when murder as it fell. Banquo, our royal master is murdered.
Woe! Alas, what in our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Macduff, I prithee contradict thyself. Say it is not so.
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time. From this instant, renown and grace is dead.
What is amiss?
Royal father's murdered.
said the fountain of your blood is stopped. By whom?
Those of his chambers seem to done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood. So were their daggers.
Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury, that I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Here lay the king, there the murderers, steeped in the color of their trade. Their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love?
Oh, help me, Hans.
Look to the lady.
Let us meet to question this most bloody piece of work, to know it further.
His children shall be kings, the seed of Banquo kings.
Let's briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
My tears are not yet brewed. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office which the false man does easy. This murderous shaft that shot hath not yet lighted, and my safest way is to avoid the aid. Out of England, where I now am, there's daggers in men's smiles.
Is it known who did this more than bloody deed?
Those that Macbeth hath slain.
Alas the day. What good could they pretend?
Oh, they were suborned. Malcolm, the king's son, has stolen away and fled, which puts upon him suspicion of the deed.
It is most like the sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He's already named. Gone to Scone to be invested.
Will you to Scone?
No thanks. To England.
Well, I will thither.
You see things well done there. Adieu. Lest our old roads sit easier than our new.
Banquo's issue I have filed my mind. For them, the gracious Duncan, I have murdered. Put rancors in the vessel of my peace. Mine eternal jewel given to the common enemy of man, rather than so fate come into the list and champion me to thy utterance.
Thou hast it now. Kings, Cawdor, Gloms, all. Thou hast played most foully for it.
Banquo. There is none but you whose being I do fear.
The sisters hailed me father to a line of kings. Upon your head, they placed a fruitless crown.
For thy soul's flight. And if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Most royal sir, Fleance escaped. The worm that has fled.
Hath nature been in time to let him breed.
There will be rain.
Then let it come down! knows that Fleance, my poor son, lives. We have scotched the snake, not killed it.
Sleek o'er your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
Now, good digestion, weight on appetite, and health on both. Which of you has done this?
What is that move, your highness? What, my good lord?
Never shake thy gory locks at me!
Highness is not well.
Pray you, keep seat. The fit is momentary. Are you a man?
I am the bold one that dared look on that which might appall the devil.
Proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to the king.
Times had been that when the brains were out, the man would die and there end. But now they rise again!
Why? For shame, you look but on a stool.
Avaunt and quit my sight! Let the earth hide thee! Hence, horrible shadow, unreal mockery hence!
Pray you, sit still. Have displaced the mirth, broke the good meeting.
You make me strange. And now I think that you can behold such sight. Keep the natural ruby of your cheeks when mine are blent with fear. What sights, my lord?
What sights, my lord?
Pray you, speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question enrages him at once. Good night.
Double,
Good night.
toil
Better help
and
attend thy
trouble.
majesty.
Fire burn and cauldron bubble. Double,
Ah, there will be blood! Blood may end! Blood will have blood, and stones have been set to move, and trees to speak. Him in blood stepped in so far, should I wade no more, returning were as tedious as going over. Strange things I have in head that will to hand, which must be acted ere they be scanned.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails grow. Toad that under cold stone, days and nights have 31. Swelter venom sleeping got, boil thee first in the charmed pot.
By the pricking of my thumb, something wicked this way comes.
How now, you secret, black and midnight hands? What is't you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you, by that which you profess, howe'er you come to know it, answer me! Though you untie the winds, answer me to what I ask you.
Speak.
Demand.
We'll answer.
Call. Let me see.
Macbeth. 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 Beware Macduff. Beware the Thane of Fife. Macbeth. Macbeth. Macbeth shall never vanquish thee until
Great Burnham Wood to high Dunsinane Hill.
shall come against him.
That will never be. For who can impress the forest bid the tree unfix his earthbound root?
Macbeth. Macbeth. Macbeth.
Be bloody, bold, and resolute.
For none of woman born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff. What need I fear of thee? Yet I'll make assurance double sure. Take a bond of fate, thou shalt not live. Castle Macduff I will surprise. Seize upon Fife and give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line.
Where are they?
Gone? Infected be the air whereon they ride. Damned all those who trust them. Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country. Almost afraid to know itself, it not be called our mother, but our grave.
Gracious England hath lent us a good 10,000 men. No better army does Christendom gives out.
Would I could answer this comfort with the like, but I have words that would be howled out the desert air were hearing should not latch them.
What concern they?
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever. It shall possess them with heavy sound that ever yet they heard.
Keep it not from me. Quickly let me have it.
Castle was surprised. Wife and babe savagely slaughtered.
Give sorrow words. The grief that does not speak whispers your fraught heart and bids it break.
My children too.
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
My wife killed too.
I have said.
He has no children. All my pretty ones. Oh, Helgite! All my chickens and their dam at one fell swoop.
Dispute it like a man.
I shall do so, but I must also feel it as a man. Did heaven look on and would not take their part?
Sinful Macduff, they were all struck for thee.
Not for their own demerits, but for mine fell slaughter on their souls. I must be from thence.
Let's make us medicines of our great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
Heaven rest then now.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger. Blunt not the heart. Enrage it.
Gentle heavens, cut short all intermission. Front to front bring thou this fiend of Scotland and myself. Within my sword's length set him. If he escape, heaven forgive him too.
This tune goes manly. Macbeth is ripe for shaking, and the powers above put on their instruments. Receive what cheer you may. The night is long which never finds the day.
Face must hide what false heart doth know.
I have seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, and yet all this while in a most fast sleep. Here she comes, upon my life, fast asleep. Observe her, stand close.
Oh, damn spot! blood in him.
Do you mark that? Infected minds to their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets.
All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little head.
What a sigh is there. The heart is sorely charged.
Not so pale. I'll tell you yet again. Banquo's buried. He cannot come out on his grief. The raven himself is horse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlement.
This disease is beyond my practice. Mourn he she the divine than the physician.
Had he not resembled my father's, he slept. I'd have done it.
Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her.
Good night, doctor. This disease is not beyond my practice.
Come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed. To bed. To bed.
God, forgive us all.
God, forgive us all. Fair is foul, and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and the filthy air.
Cousins, I hope the days are near at hand that Chambers will be safe.
We doubted nothing.
What wood is this before us?
Would of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a bough and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shatter the numbers of our host and make discovery air in report of us.
Shall be done.
Now does he feel his secret murder sticking on his hands.
The queen, my lord, is dead.
What comest to use thy tongue? Thy story quickly.
Gracious my lord, should report that which I say soft and know not how to do it.
Well, say.
I looked towards Burnham, and anon methought the wood began to move. Within this grim alley you see coming, I say, a moving grove.
Liar!
Let me injure your wrath, but be not so.
If thou speakest false, from the next tree shalt thou hang alive, until famine cling thee. Thy words be sooth. Care not if thou dost for me as much. Begin be weary of the sun. Wish the estate, the world, were now undone.
Now, near enough, your leafy screens throw down and show like those you are.
We learned no other but the confident tyrant keeps still in Dunsinane. Those he commands move only in command, nothing in love.
None serve with him but constrained things whose hearts are absent too.
Now, does he feel his title hang loose about him like a giant's robe upon a dwarfish thief?
They tied me to a stake. I cannot fly, but bear like I must fight the course. What's he who was not born a woman? Such a one am I to fear, or none?
Then turn him, give me out!
Thou losest labor. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear a charmed life which must not yield to one of woman born.
Then let the angel, whom thou still hast served, tell thee, Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
And be these juggling fiends no more believe that palter with us in the double sense. Though Burnham would we come to Dunsinane. Thou opposed being of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Lay on, Macduff. And damned be he who first cry, hold, enough!
Not be the villain. Not in the legions of horrid hell can come a devil more damned in evils to top Macbeth.
Thrice to thine, and thrice to mine, and thrice again to make up 9. Peace, the charm